In other news tonight, thousands of hotel workers have been out of a job since the COVID-19 pandemic began back in March. It's a big deal since those working directly and indirectly in the industry make up more than 50% of the country's labor force. Now, 8 months later, hotel properties are preparing to reopen across the country, and the hotel union chief is elated for his members. He spoke with our Carla Palmer today.
Good news beyond measure to the reopening of Atlantis in the midst of the ongoing COVID-19 pandemic is how President of the Bahamas Hotel Catering and Allied Workers Union President Darren Woods is responding.
Atlantis has made the announcement that they are going to be opening on the 10th of December. And we're hoping and praying that that holds true because, the first time they announced their opening would have been back in July. And the rising numbers of cases in the U.S. caused them to push it back. And if you've been following what's happening over there, they've been having record numbers of cases on a daily basis. So we're really hoping that the cases over there subside somewhat. And then, of course, they hold true to their promise to open in December.
With some 8,000 employees, Atlantis is the largest private sector employer in the country. With Atlantis taking the lead in opening first, Woods is hoping this move will have a domino effect.
Yeah, we believe that if particularly Atlantis and Bahama, if they're able to open, that would send a good signal to the traveling public, the tour operators, that the Bahamas is again open for business. And then what it does, may also send a signal to the smaller properties to begin the same thing, opening, whether it's a number of rooms at a time, so that persons can begin to go back to work, because we recognize that the hospitality industry occupies thousands of persons. On the front line, you may have up to some 30,000. Those that are connected to it, meaning the straw vendors, the hair braiders, the taxi drivers. So all of these persons will then begin to be able to go back to work.
While Woods says Melia and the Hilton Resorts have not indicated to him their opening date as yet, Atlantis will take a phased reopening approach.
They've indicated that they're going to be opening in phases, as they would have indicated back in July with the Royal Towers and then the Cove and the Reef. What that means is that they have identified certain restaurants and areas that are going to be open. One of the good things we see coming out of the emergency orders in this round is that they've allowed the hotels to have restaurant dining, as opposed to the last time it was just takeout. So what that does is it gives the ability for more service in the first instance to be able to come back to work and be employed. We still don't have the exact numbers because, of course, the hospitality industry is governed by occupancy. So it's all predicated on the guests traveling.
According to Woods, there are some 30,000 hotel workers across the country. Carla Palmer, ZNS Network News.